Hey, what's going on, YouTubers? It's your girl, Leave Expressions. It is around that time where it is my grandmother's birthday. Her birthday is September the 17th, and she was born in 1931. Unfortunately, she's passed away over 11 years ago. And around this time, I get a little bit emotional because she is the closest thing to a mother I've ever had. Unfortunately, I don't have that bond with my biological mother because my grandmother was in her place. That's my father's mom. We went through a lot. She let me grow. We've argued. We've hugged. We cried, and I am very grateful that I had the chance to say I love you. Sadly, it was over the phone, but still, it was words that was shared. We bonded closer when I was pregnant with my firstborn before I moved up here. You know, when I see people rag on family members, that I see that take the time to make sure that they are in better conditions than they are themselves, it just kills me because I don't have that bond with my mother. I don't know where my mother is. I don't know if she's dead or alive. I haven't seen her since I was 17 years old. She hasn't seen my graduation. It's my first apartment, none of that. And you really have to think about the people that you take for granted, because they could die at any minute. My grandma had medical problems. She was asthmatic, diabetic, she had influenza, and there was a lot of things going on, but she tried to be strong, and she raised me as the woman you see before you today. People might think that I'm just this big bitch, but I've gone through a lot of things like my grandmother, and I appreciate that, and I know she's looking down from me and smiling. So this message is for anyone who have recently lost or is still going through the emotional stage of a person that you've lost, and it's time to reflect and remember that if it was you would want someone to feel the same way that I do about my grandmother. Now, she passed away when I was a teenager. Fortunately, it was probably when my firstborn was a few months old, and I received that phone call that she has passed. But I was grateful that I spoke to her a few weeks before and told her I love you. She wanted me to come down and everything, but I was still going through my thing. And grandmas worry. That's what grandmas do. And sadly, the grandmothers are usually the pillar that holds the families together. And when she passed, I'm sorry, the majority of my family has just not been the same. And pain changes people. So if you have the chance, pick up the phone and call your grandmother, your dad, your aunt, your uncle, your cousin, your brother, your sister, even if they're not blood related, anyone who has treated you love or brought you into the family as one of their own, you need to go thank them. Because you could be sitting here like me and just holding back memories. I don't have pictures. I don't have videos, diaries. I just have a bunch of memories because that's all I have left. And you cherish those memories. Good people think that you need to have all these material things to recognize who someone is, but it's the love that will recognize who someone is, and you need to stick by your family members and remember the ones who had your back the most. Don't just feel that because they're older, they're psycho. My grandma, she did some some crazy things. You know, she said some things. She was a hilarious woman. But just remember, you only get one family, and I love you, Grandma, and I will see you in the afterlife. This is Lily Expressions, over and out.